This test commercial you will see in a moment was produced to show how you can extend your shots generated in Seedance 2.0 in a creative way with spectacular special effects.
Address, a code, a bag, perfume. Where are you trying to lead me?
To the shoe department.
Of course.
And sandals.
Naturally.
Aurelia black card, ready for whatever comes next. That one. One more.
Okay, darling.
In the meantime, I bought a car. But I think it's too small for your needs.
Making films with Seedance 2.0 is a bit like shopping. You just can't stop creating. One more shot, one more scene. Sometimes you get to a point where a shot is almost perfect, but it just needs a brief continuation. A second or two is missing. Of course, you could generate a brand new shot from scratch, but you can also use Seedance 2.0's built-in feature to extend the shot forward or backward. Today we are using the Pollo AI platform, the sponsor of this episode, which offers currently 50% discount on Seedance 2.0. So, are you ready for whatever comes next? What do you do when your shot needs closure or just feels incomplete? You use the extend forward or extend backward function, which allows you to add a few seconds right after or even right before your master shot. There is a massive benefit to doing this instead of generating a whole new shot. When you use the extension feature, Seedance already has all the critical elements like characters, locations and props completely locked down. You just describe the action you want to happen in this extension and you're good to go. If needed, you can continuously extend an already extended scene. But how to transition from your extended shot to the next one? You can use a hard cut or use one of the available editing effects to smoothly move into the next sequence. Let's look at some of these impressive effects, which you can achieve just by prompting or using reference video. The bolt camera. I remember about 30 years ago there was only one high-speed bolt rig in all of Europe. Production studios had to wait months just to rent it. Now you have this incredibly powerful tool right inside your computer. The whip pan, also known as the swish pan. We all know this rapid camera movement where the frame pans so fast that the image blurs into dynamic, indistinct streaks. It's commonly used as a transition between shots to indicate the passage of time or a frenetic pace of action. The jump cut. The technique causing the subject to look like they are jumping forward in time. This effect builds tension by compressing time and breaking the fluid continuity of a standard transition. The match cut. A transition that connects two entirely different scenes by perfectly matching their visual composition, action or audio. It's a brilliant technique to establish a symbolic or thematic link between two different words. Of course, before you can even think about extending shots or playing with these advanced camera effects, you have to do your homework and build your asset library. Since this specific commercial called for 3 distinct characters, multiple props and different locations, the pre-production phase took a considerable amount of time to complete. We generated our character, location and prop sheets using GPT Image 2 to use as our core reference assets for Seedance 2.0. Obviously, preparing a precise shot list and executing it to the letter is the ideal textbook way to direct. But just like on any traditional Hollywood set, the best ideas often strike you after the shooting day is wrapped or when you're sitting in the editing room. For traditional directors and producers, this is a massive headache. Do we finance a costly pickup day? Can we get the crew back together? Are the actors even available? The beauty of AI filmmaking lies in its ability to handle these pickups instantly. You just use the extension feature and spice up the sequence with cinematic camera effects wherever it makes artistic sense, of course. There is one more benefit from using these effects. As you notice, the main part of our commercial has a moderate pace. It ends up in a classic way with a pack shot and a claim. The thing is, it just doesn't end up there, because we decided to make this Post-Packshot tag, a move used to give the commercial a second life. In our case, the dynamic edit of the Post-Packshot tag, using all these effects we presented, not only bumped up the pace, but also reinforced the claim, showing you can buy more and more. Which brings us back to the 50% discount Pollo AI currently offers on Seedance 2.0. Pollo AI, which we use to execute this entire commercial, is intuitive, streamlined, and grants you native access to top-tier AI tools, including GPT Image 2 and Seedance 2.0. We suggest you jump in and start experimenting with these camera movements in your next production. You may also want to check their recently added new functions, Marketing Studio, helping you create UGC video commercials, and Commerce Studio, allowing to create product shots and virtual try-on photos. If you found this breakdown valuable, please leave a comment, drop a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It really helps the channel grow so we can keep bringing you advanced workflows and technical tips for your future films. See you in the next one.